Ram Ram everyone. Welcome to Enthusiastic Spiritual Series. Let's welcome Shiv Kumar ji to give us a discourse on Bhagavad Gita teachings based on Swami Ramanand's teachings. Thank you, Bhaiya, for joining us today, and thank you all for joining us today. Welcome, Bhaiya.
Shri Ram Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurue Namah. Welcome to you all joining this session, and Ram Ram to everybody. We are at second chapter, that is Transcendental Knowledge, and verse number 2.09. Sanjay Uvaj Evamukta Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapa Nayotsaiti Govindamukta Tu Shrim Babhuvaha. Evamukta, Sanjay Uvaj, that is Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, Evam Uktva. Evam Uktva, saying this. Evam Uktva Rishikesham, to blessed Lord Shri Krishna. When Arjun said this, that I will not fight, so after saying this to Rishikesham, that is blessed Lord Shri Krishna. Now, Rishikesh, why the word Rishikesh is given or pronounced or addressed to Shri Krishna? Because he is the Lord of senses and mind. That's why Rishikesh word is suitable here. So Sanjaya is using very proper address and skillfully to Dhritarashtra, whatever address is needed either for Arjun or for Lord Krishna, wherever, whatever is the contest, as per the contest, he is saying so. So when Arjun has such a cloudy ignorance,
Bhaiya, we can't hear you, Bhaiya.
okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Okay. So after saying this to Rishikesh, why the Rishikesh word has been pronounced here? Because whatever cloud of ignorance is there in the mind of Arjun, only that can be shattered away by Shri Krishna only, who is Lord of senses and mind. So Rishikesh word is appropriate here. Evamukta Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapa. So Gudakesh, the Arjuna was also a great warrior and who has acquired win over sleep. Whenever he wants, then only sleep can dominate. Otherwise, Arjun is sleepless until he desires. So, Gudakesh word is used. Guda means sleep. Ish means that is who is the Lord of sleep. So, Gudakesh word is used for Arjuna. So, Eva Muktva Rishikesham Gudakesh Parantapa. So, who is shining a scorch of light to enemies, to foes. So such kind of warrior, great Arjun, who was also Gudakesh, but at the time of this peril, if some ignorance or some doubts have arisen in his mind. So after saying this to Rishikesh, he became silent and simply said, Nayotsya iti Govindam, I will not fight. Nayotsya, I will not fight. Iti Govindam, and has said it to Govind, who even Govind make happy to cows also, make happy to cattle also. Such is the nature of Lord Krishna. And saying this to Lord Krishna, when the Arjuna was full of sorrow. He was drenched in grief. He is saying this to Govind, who was never sorrowful at this situation also. So saying to Govind that he will surely remove my this sorrow and grief from us. So Govind word is given to Lord Krishna over here. Nayotse iti Govindam uktva. I will not fight, saying so to Govind. Tushri babhuv her. So simply sat silent, that I will not fight on, that is chariot. So here the literal meaning is that having spoken this to Rishikesh, Arjuna, the afflictor of foes, verily became silent and telling Govinda that I will not fight. That is here the skillful Sanjaya, the sagacious Sanjaya, in his narration to Dhritarashtra, used very apt name for the personalities he referred. Arjun is called Gudakesha. We have already discussed why he is called Gudakesha. So we all are succumbed to sleep. However, Arjun never fall captured to sleep. That's why he is said as Gudakesha. So it is as per his determination, whenever he wants and how much he wants, that much sleep can dominate Arjuna. So he is Gudakesha. So Arjuna had disciplined himself in such a way that sleep would come only when he permitted it and for the amount of time for which he permitted it. So by using the name, this Sanjaya is subtly hinting to Dhritarashtra, just as this hero amongst the men conquered sleep, is will to conquer the enemies also. So he is saying this to Dhritarashtra, that don't underestimate the power of Pandavas, and such kinds of personalities are on the other side of battlefield. And Rishikesh, that is Sri Krishna, that is master of mind, is the Sarathi of Arjuna. So the subtle hint is there that who is the master of senses will definitely ensure that events are properly managed and all kind of that sorrow and grief will be removed in appropriate time. Now next verse is 2.10. Tamuvacham Rishikesha prahasaniv Bharata senayor ubhayor madhye vishidantam idam vachah tam uvach Rishikesha prahasaniv Bharata. So then Shri Krishna, the Lord, the blessed Lord, has said, Tam uvach, said to him, Tam uvach Rishikesh. So Lord Krishna, that is Lord of senses and mind, has said, Prahasan iva Bharata. So, O Dhritarashtra, O Bharat, O descendant of King Bharat, Dhritarashtra, ever smiling Shri Krishna has Prahasan iva Bharata. Shri Krishna was never got worried at this moment, ever smiling. So, he was equanimous at all the situation. He was in equilibrium state at all the situation. And so, as per habit, as per nature, he was smiling at that time also. So, Prahasan Neva Bharata, O Bharat, O Dhritarashtra, King Dhritarashtra, now Krishna has said with a smiling face to Arjuna, Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Vishid. Between both the armies, the Shri Krishna has told to sorrowful Arjuna. So what Shri Krishna has told, now up to here, something, the discussion was a simple discussion, but here it goes beyond the material world. Now here it becomes transcendental. So this is start of Gita. From here now in next verse we will see that how Sri Krishna is saying about Sankhya Yoga, about the knowledge of soul, that what is they, what is Dehi, that is everything is very well discussed here to Arjuna, and it is for us also. So next verse is 2.11. Shri Bhagwan Vach. अशोच्यानन अवशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश भाससे गतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति pandita. So Shri Krishna is saying, so he is taking Arjuna to other level. He is not even getting agreed or not agreeing with Arjuna. Arjuna is talking to some level, and Shri Krishna want to make Arjuna to come to that another level, so that there will be talk of other world or transcendental knowledge. So how Shri Krishna is scolding so to Arjuna that ashochyanan avasochastvam, that is not to be sorrowed, for those purpose you are sorrowful. So अशोच्यानन, न शोक करने जैसी बातों पर तू शोक करता है. अशोच्यानन अवशोचस्त्वम प्रज्ञावादांश भाससे, and you are talking like a pandit, you are talking like a laureate, and you are getting grieved on those matters which are not to be grieved. So अशोच्यानन अवशोचस्त्वम प्रज्ञावादांश भाससे, न शोक करने जैसी बातों पर तो तू शोक करता है और पंडितों की सी बातें करता है. गतासून अगतासून, वॉट एवर इज गॉन एंड वॉट एवर इज नॉट गॉन, जो चला गया है और जो नहीं चला गया है. ना अनुशोचन्ति पंडिता, those who are knowledgeable, those who are laureate, they do not be sorrowful on those matters. जो गया है और जो नहीं गया है उसमें पंडित जन शोक नहीं किया करते. So here it has been said that you are lamenting. Lamenting means a false weep. You are lamenting for those things which are not to be lamented. So the translation, the literal meaning is that the blessed Lord said, you grieve for those who are not to be grieved for, and you speak words of wisdom. You have given so many reasons that this will happen, hybrid generation will be there, and Pindo, the Kriya will not be there. You have counted so many reasons for not fighting the war. So you are grieving for those who are not to be grieved for, and you speak words of wisdom. The learned do not grieve for the departed and those who have not departed, who are still alive and who are dead. For both the persons, the learned are not getting grieved. So what is the core meaning of this? So let us see. Starting with this verse, Sri Krishna initiates his discourse with a dramatic opening statement. Arjuna is lamenting for what he feels are very valid reasons. We all are lamenting for very valid reasons that this has happened. He has said many things to me. See what is the extent of my grief. We all are lamenting for silly reasons, which are not to be grieved. For that purpose, we are wasting our lives for grief. However, this life is blessed us by our Lord, and for follow the path and quickly reach to our perfection, ultimate goals. It is not for grieving and ultimately making somebody responsible for it. It is not. This life is very precious and it has very high goal. It is not given to us for grieving. For hard question given in our syllabus, we should not blame teachers. We should try to solve it. These are very purposeful. Similarly, the situation, the juncture of time, which had came in the life of Arjuna is for some very great purpose. It is not for lamenting. So Arjuna is lamenting for what he feels are valid reason, but rather than commiserating with him. So Sri Krishna had not gone with Arjuna. Okay, it is a very serious matter. Sri Krishna has not gone on that point that what you are thinking. And on that point, Sri Krishna, Lord Krishna has not even talked. So he, rather than commiserating with him, Sri Krishna takes the wind out of the argument. So he has gone to some another level out of argument. So he says, Arjuna, though you may feel you are speaking words of wisdom, you are actually speaking and acting out of ignorance. Whatever you are speaking, it is under ignorance. It looks like you are Pandit, but justifies lamentation. So I do not see any possible reason for your lamentation. The Pandita, those who are wise, never lament. Pandita are not. Even the nearby example was grandsire Bhishma. He has taken so many woes, and there are the serious situations, but he was tranquil and he was in equilibrium under all the circumstances. So within the family also there were the examples. So Sri Krishna was hinting that you are of such a great family and you are lamenting for silly reasons. So the Pandita, those who are wise, never lament, neither for the living nor for the dead, because world is ephemeral. Agam apaino anitya. This is, ये संसार, ये विश्व तो आने जाने वाला और अनित्य है. So for that, the eternal soul, जो शाश्वत आत्मा है, what is the eternal soul? Never wail on it. So we are not the body. We are living within the body. This is so. Because within the 7 years of span of time, so Kaumaram Yavanam Jara, within this period of childhood, adulthood, and gerentlehood. So in such span of time, within the 7 years, 100% of cells of body are replaced, and cells are made of molecules. So within 7 year span of time, 99.99% of our molecules are getting transformed. We are taking oxygen and that is transformed into CO2, carbon dioxide. It is so such a fast transformation. So when this body is changing, then whoever is inside, it is within 7 years, complete body changes. So whoever is inside is not changing. That is drashta, who is only viewer. So that is only seeing what is changing. We are seeing the changing world, the changing body. So are we willing for our bodily changes? So we should also not change. It is all. That is the transformation, which is the rule of nature and laws of nature. And for that, you should not wait. It is only the migration of soul from one body to other, and it is predetermined, and as per the course you should not weep for it. So the Pandita, those who are wise, never lament, neither for living nor for death. Hence the grief you visualize in killing your Am I audible now?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Okay, okay. Just so here it has been said that whatever is gone and whatever is not gone, for for those things the laureates and pandit do not wail. So one does not need to go far for the Gita to find a wise person above lamentation. The perfect example is that the Bhishma who has fathomed himself uh, above the miseries of life and death and risen above the dualities. The person who is above duality. What does it mean by duality? Duality means at completely opposite circumstances. If we stand equally, then we win over duality. We, until we are seeing the situation as two contradictory facts, till then we are seeing the false, and when see both the situation at two ends of one thread, that that means we are in equilibrium state. We always stand in mid of that sutra thread. So on one side dukh is there, on one side sukh is there. So sam dukhe sukhe kritva labha labhav jaya jayo tato yudhya yujyasva naivam papam avapsasi. The person who sees happiness and grief, two opposite ends of same thread, then and standing at mid of it and not deviated by any of the circumstances, that person is sthit pragya, that person is in equilibrium state. So the person who is becoming happy with gaining 1 lakh rupees of lottery will surely become grieved when he will lose 1 lakh in same amount. If a person is not much happy with 1 lakh rupee, gaining 1 lakh rupee, then after loss of 1 lakh, he will also not get grieved. So the person, it is in the same extent. Like when a cloth or fabric is woven by fiber, the thread is going equal amount bottom and up, and in this way fabric is woven. The arch is made, so one brick is going like this and other brick with same angle is going like this, and then only that arch or mehrab is made. So it is the balancing of life, and the word is the name of balance. So the person who is knowledgeable, who is skillful, knows this, that here ups and downs are there. आगम अपाइनो अनित्या, these things are, ये संसार की चीजें तो आने जाने वाली और अनित्य हैं. These are ephemeral, नश्वर हैं. So our eternal soul, हमारी शाश्वत आत्मा आत्मा इसमें कभी भी विक्षिप्त नहीं होती. It is not deviated. So you are such a laureate, Arjuna. You are Nar. So you are superior of all men. So you should not lament on this. Now, serene in any eventuality, Bhishma has consented of taking the, though he has taken the side of Dhritarashtra, then also he has practiced and got consented in all the odd situation. Even if he would stand along with Narayana or Sri Krishna, then also he is consented. Though for duties only he is surviving or fighting. So for duties or for whatever woes he has made, for that only he is doing all this for duties. So he is ever consented. In the similar manner, you are grandson of that, grandson of that grandsire Bhishma. So you should also remain in the similar category. So they accept. It is said that all those persons who are at the feet of who had submitted to God consider all the situations by God's grace. They do not lament or they do not oppose the situation. This is the key of spirituality, that how we take the situation, how, what is our outlook to any situation. If we are taking it correctly, then only we can tackle it correctly or handle it correctly, and we can gain something from that situation. If we are lamenting, then until that situation, from that situation we will not take the proper lesson, that situation will reoccur again and again until we teach the lesson from that situation, because such is the syllabus of our master of evolution. हमारे विकास के अधिष्ठाता के द्वारा बनाया गया ये एक ऐसा पाठ्यक्रम है जिसमें हम किसी भी पाठ को स्किप नहीं कर सकते। हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि कुछ पढ़ लें कुछ छोड़ दें। एवरी लेसन वी हैव टू रीड, एवरीथिंग वी हैव टू learn. So in this way we should take it properly and we should take it happily, because the situation has came with the God's grace. So Arjun was not taking the situation, on the contrary he was lamenting on the situation. So Sri Krishna was now making him understand this all is not correct, whatever you are doing. न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिप न चैवं न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम न तु इव अहम जातु नासम. So न तु इव अहम जातु नासम. So it is not the fact that any of the previous time, I, you and these Janadhipa, these kings were not there before our birth. We were there before our birth. How we were there? Because this is our soul and the body are just one another, keeping and slipping over it. Our soul is there and bodies are getting slipped over it. We are changing body. It is a kind of transmigration from one body to other body. We migrate. This is called transmigration. So we change body. We are always still, and bodies are getting changed over it. So we are always there. Before this body, also we were there, and after this body also we will be there. The thing is that that part always want to get submerged, get to mingle, get to submitted to whole. How it is so? That the drop of water, if anywhere it is there, it will get evaporated, or by drainage it will ultimately go to ocean. If we lit a matchstick, then its flame is always towards sun, because it want to get submerged to its ultimate source. In the similar manner, see, departing is a kind of grief we feel, and when again we are submitting to whole, then it is only eternal happiness. When baby is getting departed from mother's womb during parturition, जब माँ बच्चे को जन्म देती है, तो ये एक दुख का समय है, क्योंकि अनंत से उसका एक कण अलग हो रहा है. From whole, a part is getting out of it. And when mother embraces the son, जब माँ बच्चे का आलिंगन करती है, तो उस कण का अपने पूर्ण में पुनर्मिलन हो रहा है. This is only the happiness. So that son is the part of mother, and when mother is embracing, this is the most happiest moment for both. It is for Lord also and for soul also, because soul is a part of that eternal Lord, that is Sat Chit, Sat Chit and Anand, that is the ever truth and ever existing. Whatever is ever existing is truth, ever truth, and Chit, which is always Chetan, energetic, and Anand, which is having ultimate happiness. And we are, as a soul, Anuchit, Anusat, Anuchit, and Anuanand. We are a spark of that. That's why we are also seeking for what we are seeking. That is, we are seeking for what is truth. So we are Anusat. we are seeking for, that is wholeness of Chetan, that is anuchet, and anand too we want to become, that is complete happiness. So from a part happiness we want to complete happiness. In this way we want this, our soul is always seeking happiness, and for that it is submitting to its supreme lord so that it can see that eternal happiness. न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपा न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम् न च एव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः param. It is also not that in future they or we will not be there. Sarve vayamata param. We all are always present at all the times in this world. So this is Sankhya. Now Shri Krishna, Lord Krishna is all telling about soul only. He was not telling about body. However, this is the other level of outlook to see the world. Arjuna was Arjuna was visualizing as body. However, Shri Krishna is telling this body is ephemeral. It is only coming and going. So you should only see what is eternal. And for that, Pandita, do not wail. So the literal meaning is that certainly the fact is that I did not exist at any time, not you, not these rulers of men, and surely it is not that we all shall cease to exist. That means the literal meaning is that we were always present, that is the soul is present before this body and after this body. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूया अजो नित्य शाश्वतो यम पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. The way in we change our dress, in the similar manner soul transmigrate from one body to other. This is like a dress and we keep on changing it. So for that we should not wail. Now our Pujaniya Kushum Auntie ji will recite a bhajan for us.
बहुत बहुत प्यार शिव कुमार, आनंद आ गया और कितने अच्छी तरीके से गीता के माध्यम से बताया कि भगवान कितना अर्जुन को समझा रहे हैं कि तू पंडिताई जैसी बातें कर रहा है, फिर उनको तत्व ज्ञान भी दे रहे हैं। कितने सुंदर तरीके से गीता में भगवान ने बताया है और शिव कुमार ने अपनी वाणी से हम सबको संबोधन किया। और चाचा जी का भजन है कि हम अपने मन को कैसे समझाएं। अर्जुन की तरह अर्जुन को भी शरणागति ही होना है, तो हमें भी भगवान की तरफ शरणागति होना है। कैसे शरणागति होंगे, तभी भगवान हमें अपनी बात बताते हैं जब अर्जुन शरणागति हो गए। तो चाचा जी का भजन है, ऐसी कृपा करहूं रघुराई, ऐसी कृपा करहूं रघुराई, निस दिन ध्यान धरऊं मैं तेरो, पावन प्रीत बसाई, संतत पालन करहूं प्रेम सो, तब आयुष हर साई, निस दिन ध्यान धरऊं मैं तेरो, पावन प्रीत बसाई, संतत पालन करहूं प्रेम सो, तब आयुष हर साई, ऐसी कृपा करो रघुराई, कर तब पथ पे रहूं सदा दृढ़, परिहरि निज कदराई, गावत गुण गन गीत तिहारे, कबहू न होए अघाई। हर तब पथ पे रहूं सदा दृढ़, परिहरि निज कदराई। गावत गुण गन गीत तिहारे, कबहू न होए अघाई। ऐसी कृपा करो रघुराई, सत्संगत में बसहूं निरंतर, तज कुसंग दुखदाई। दीन दुखी की करहूं राखी रुचि, सेवा नित चित लाई। सत्संगत में बसहूं निरंतर, तज कुसंग दुखदाई। दीन दुखी की करहूं राखी रुचि, सेवा नित चित लाई। ऐसी कृपा करो रघुराई, भूले हूँ पर के दोष न देखूं, देखूं सदा निकाई। राम शरण की विनय विचारों हूँ, गन निज बानी बढ़ाई। भूले हूँ पर के दोष ना देखूं, देखूं सदा निकाई। राम शरण की विनय विचारों हूँ, गन निज पानी बढ़ाई। ऐसी कृपा करो रघुराई, ऐसी कृपा करो रघुराई। राम राम सबको। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चिद् दुःख भाग् भवेत्। न तो हम कामये राज्यं, ना स्वर्गं ना पुनर्भवं, कामये दुःख तप्तानां प्राणिनामार्तिनाशनम्। त्वदिष्टं भवतु गोविन्द, त्वदिष्टं भवतु गोविन्द, न त्वदिष्टं पाहि मां रक्ष माम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सभी को राम 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 राम।
राम 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 प्रिया जी, राम राम
Ram auntie.
राम राम राम
Ram
प्रिया,
Ram.
राम राम।
Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you Kusuma auntie for the very beautiful bhajan. I was really moved by it. Very nice. Thank you auntie. And thank you Shiv Kumar Bhaiya for giving us a wonderful discourse. Thank you everyone.
राम 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 दीदी चरण स्पर्श। राम राम
Thank you.